Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Superman issue 331. This is from the original 1939 series, and this one is listed as January 1979, so it came out about 2 or 3 months before that. And this story was written by Martin Pasko, art by Curt Swan and Frank Chiaramonte, Ben Oda letterer, Adrienne Roy colorist, Julius Schwartz editor. So Superman is after Metallo, who has been trying to hijack these solar panels to use them for some nefarious purpose. But Roger Corbin is the least of his worries. While Corbin is very powerful, Superman does take him down with a pretty creative way of stopping his kryptonite power source from affecting him. And one person who's been watching the news is Draper. He is the new warden at a new prison facility called Mount Olympus Corrections Facility. And this correctional facility is for super criminals. And inside he's got the Parasite, Metallo, and Atomic Skull, each one with a unique power pack that powers their cell as well as dampens their abilities. Now, Draper manages to wait till the people are asleep so he can steal the power packs and go after Lana Lang. He is obsessed with Lana Lang, but she doesn't remember him at all. And apparently, this guy grew up in Smallville, so he also knows Superman, but he knew him as Superboy. He was actually an outspoken critic of Superboy at Smallville. So Carl Draper, the character, has been around for a while, but this is the first appearance of Master Jailor. And it leaves us with a cliffhanger ending because he is pretty powerful with all these powers that he stole from these prisoners using their power packs. And that gives him an edge, and we are left with a cliffhanger ending that is sort of a Beauty and the Beast tale. So while the cover doesn't directly relate, it does indirectly because this scene doesn't happen, but something similar does, which you see a lot with covers from this era. So I think the composition of the cover is pretty good. Superman looks a little uncomfortable because it's kind of a cramped image, but overall, pretty good cover. The interior art is just fine. It's very easy to look at, very clean art style. I like that quite a bit, and it was nice reading the origin of Master Jailor because I'd never read this one before. Now I have the Whitman variant, and you can tell by looking at the logo in the upper corner, and it'll have a little Whitman logo instead of DC in the DC bullet, and it doesn't have an issue number on the cover, and you also have the direct shipping box with Superman flying. So that makes this the Whitman variant of issue 331. So I picked this up for $1 because my copy is damaged on the back cover, but I didn't have a problem with that. These go for a little bit more money because it is the first appearance of Master Jailor, who is still around. I think he works in Checkmate in the current reboot of the universe. But this old style uniform is way more fun, and I thought this story was actually quite an entertaining little piece. I believe it's a 2-part story, so you'll want to pick up the next issue as well. So if you're going to track this down, try and get 331 and 332. But I would absolutely recommend this. I thought it was fun. It's a good take on the characters, and it was very action-packed. Lots of stuff happens in here. So a fun read, but it is a Silver Age product, so there is a little bit of silliness. Metallo looks ludicrous. He's got a little sky scooter, which is kind of silly, but it was a fun story. And the fact that Lana and Clark both work at the TV station together is a little bit of an artifact of its time, but it is interesting. So if you get a chance to check it out, absolutely do so. I thought it was fun, and it's worth tracking down if you're a big Superman fan. Especially if you've ever read stories about Master Jailor. This is his first appearance, and in the current era, he's reformed. So this one is a bit more of his past, which is definitely interesting. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods, including my Streamlabs and the merch store. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.